To the air, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Pass to Tad. Touchdown Trojans! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Bray. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Here's the pressure. Turning it on. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Pocket breaking down. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Complete on third down. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. There he goes. Touchdown, Utes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the move, it's Jordan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start this.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The running back has it. Might have a chance. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now on first down from the 28. Got it behind the line. It's Gray. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab in their space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls it on the option. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Tackle on the play at the
The Utes have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the left to Williams. Oh, out of space. He's at the tip. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man.
Maybe some room here, and they'll knock him down.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. On the run, it's Briggs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jordan. Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line.
And the ball is free on the pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He just barely got enough, but that one had just barely kept it straight enough, too. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Bray. He's got 59 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Turning on the Jets. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him. Playing pass down the field, he locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
You know, they went QB design run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose him.
Here's a heat. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Finds his tight end. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your play.
Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. This is a big key for us to win this game.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 10 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Ole Miss getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. Quick with the spin move. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That's a bit of a gut puncher for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quick release by the QB. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Running to Green. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Utes are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Brigg. Quick step and go. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackled there by the defense.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He'll take it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the left. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to...
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Back to work. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get it.
He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Looks as if he's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 35. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Trying play action. He's going to fire deep. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Zings it complete to the right. Made it! Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Get it out on the screen. Shakes off the defender. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Now the play fake. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Buying some time as he moves left. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward,